He takes pictures. You understand? He uploads them online. People appreciate his work. There's still, yes, the journey is still far, but he's taking it step by step. So there are many things you still need to learn along the way. Now, remember when I said the $1,000 gift didn't end up being a good news? Because why? I fumbled it all. There were a lot of things I need to help. Now, when we had the conversation on the consultation call, the client liked me and everything. The conversation was smooth. She was smiling. We talked for an hour on the consultation call. I've locked down the deal and everything. But later on, I think the next 2-3 days, she came back to me. She said she went with the other person. That she's sorry. That definitely we had a good chemistry. But the reason why she did that was that after the call, the other person sent a breakdown of everything that she's going to get for paying $1,000. The reason why it mattered to her was because she's an accountant. So she needs to see it on paper what she's paying for. Now me, no business acumen. I was writing on vibes and vibes. Sure you understand. I was writing, we clicked, as in the conversation was smooth. I'm going to hear back from her. Do you understand? So that's how I lost that. Now that was a learning experience for me again. Trust me, the next one, I don't even prepare the documents down before we enter the call. I don't, as they do the file, they present down, so you understand. Because once beaten, twice shy. So that's to tell you that you need time to prepare for these things. Do you understand? Now, another line that probably you have to leave is that you need a niche to start. How many of us are partners? You need a niche. You need a niche. I came here to tell you that those things were relevant in those years back. But right now, okay, let me not say relevant in those years. But let me say at your stage, how many of you knows your destination in life? Aside from, I won't be a doctor. Like Taiwo now, you can already see her. I'm not sure she's going to end up in nursing with the way she's going. Do you understand? So there are things that we said we wanted to do, but along the line, we find that we were tilted in another direction. Or we begin to discover that, oh, I have this kind of talent in me. Oh, I can actually do this. Or it might not be true, maybe conversation with friends that you really are good at talking with people. You know how to canvas people, just and everything like that. But then you discover along the line. Now that's the reason why I'm saying that. Don't stay at the part of I need a niche. Because even yourself, you have not figured out your life. Do you understand? You need to try as many things you can try, put your hands on them, be a generalist at this point. Do you understand? Mr. Taiwo was saying that one of his mantra is that he tries to learn something about everything and everything about something. It's the same thing. You know, when you read my profile, I study economics, I do accounting, I do graphic designs, I do videos, cinematography, I do content writing. Just when you read all those things, you think, how am I able to? No, I didn't do them in 1 year. It was along the line I discovered that I could do this. I discovered and for me it's not over. Do you understand? I'm still trying to shoot my head inside product development. Do you understand? AI and all of that. Do you get? So you don't need a niche now. You just need to express whatever passion you have. What is drawing? What feels natural to you? What is one thing you can wake up your day and talk about? Some people, you can be a football pundit from school. You can analyze football. You know the number of wins Barca has had this month. Do you understand? You can even predict Copa del Rey happening now. Copa del Rey is today, right? Yeah, that's what I'm today. People know what football. Yeah, I can tell. They don't know what football for here. Let me retrace my step back. Do you understand? And some people you make up. Do you understand? You just know how to make up because see, the things that feels easy to you, that you feel like is second-hand nature to you. You feel like nobody's going to need it. See, those are the things that you should capitalize on. Do you understand? I'm sure when Taiwo maybe she does that thing in her hostel or probably with her friends and all of that, she might not see it as anything until maybe she's being pushed or probably maybe they pay her. Until they pay her one pam, I don't have to come say Jesus. Like my brother here, I wanted to run away for 200 days. He said, Jesus, they can pay me for this. How am I not scamming these people? Do you understand? That's when you know that you begin. But you should not wait to that point before you see the value in the thing. Like this. See, these the musicians that came to me, I could hire them to play for events. I can hire them to play for an event. But I'm sure if I go to them and say how much are they going to collect, they will tell me a ridiculous amount. That probably I feel like it's too cheap. Why? Because of how they are seeing what they have in their hands. So you need to try so many things. Because you don't even know where you will end up in life. Try so many things. Try so many things. If you feel like you have something is calling you, have attracted something, just try it. Just talk about it. If it's makeup, you know how to do makeup. You will see that there are many people that want to learn makeup in your faculty, in your hostel. Some people, they don't even want heavy makeup. They just want to know how to line their brows perfectly. And you just teaching them that thing, you become a master to them. You become their helper. Do you understand? So those are the things. For example, some of you know how to explain things very well. Do you understand? You could be an educator. Do you understand? You could be a tutor. Sure, you understand? And you know how to be in a classroom to do that. You can do it virtually. You can say, oh, second semester exam is coming. You have to prepare for your exams and all that. You can do virtual training. Do you understand? You can even do content, breaking down complex topics in your own faculty or in your own department. And over time, people will know you for that thing. And they will trust you more to come to you. So I said two things. You need time. Also, I said you don't need a niche now. You just need to touch on so many things and figure out what you stick with. Do you understand? So the third thing that I know is a lie and is a limitation is that you need to have everything perfect. Somebody say perfect. Somebody say perfect. What I mean is that maybe you need to have the best gear. You look at Wale has a camera. You look at my friend that I met also, he has a Canon M50, was using on the Yeba. You look at them, you feel like, I don't have this, I can't start, I just have my phone with me. Or sometimes you don't even have a phone, and you feel like you need to be put together to start. I'm telling you, this is not motivation. I'm telling you that you don't need all those things to start. I'm telling you. For example, I started creating content on iPhone 7. I started creating content on my iPhone 7. Even when they actually finally for it was when I was creating content. I was trying to set up the type and I put the phone for. The track will fell on the phone. The thing just went like that. I had to go and buy an iPhone 8 on loan. Because why? I was running a series of live that I cannot stop. Immediately I went to computer village. So I'm trying to tell you that you don't need everything to start. I'll break it down again to you. See, when you're creating content, it's not just how to use the gadgets that you are learning. You are also learning how to speak on camera. You are also learning how to write content. Do you understand? You are also learning how to come up with good ideas. But if you wait till when you have everything, that's when you are just starting to learn all of those things. And have you ever wondered why you feel like, oh, when I get a good phone, I'll take more pictures. When I get it, I'll take more videos. You will now discover that when you don't take more videos, you don't take more pictures. Because why? You have to relearn using the gadget. It's still a new gadget. You have to relearn that process again. I'll use an example. I had a Canon T5i reader. If you don't know that, it's like a 10-year-old camera. You don't get autofocus. The only thing you can record is HD. I was using that for years to shoot my content. And honestly, when you see my content, you think I'm shooting it on a very expensive camera. I've had brands come to me to shoot content for them. On that same camera. Do you get it? But recently, I've had access to a Sony FX30. This one here. I can tell you that I've created more content on my 10-year-old camera than this new camera. And I've got this new camera has been with me since the beginning of this year. The only content I've created is maybe like 6. Do you understand? Because why? With a new gear comes the expectation that everything has to be perfect. Every shot has to be cinematic. Everything has to look, what do you call it? Everything has to be perfect. But we have my own camera. I know how to use it in and out. I know how to set it. I know how to get the kind of look I want. But with this, I need to learn it again. So the reason why I couldn't create content on it was that the expectation was so high. I was under the pressure. That I'm using this to the extent now. You need to measure up. I'm already there. I need to measure up. I just need to learn. The mistake I made was that I need to learn this camera again. So it's not that when you get a new camera or when you get a new mic, everything becomes magic. Everything will change. Do you understand? So using what you have will make you master a whole lot of other things than just using your gear. Because you need to learn how to talk to camera. You need to learn how to deliver your thoughts on camera. You need to learn how to come up with good ideas. And you don't need gear. You don't need an expensive phone or an expensive something for that. I can remember one time I went to my friend's place that had gadgets. Do you understand? He was a photographer. You know what I did? I would go and stay in his place. I would wait till he finished his shoots. I would wake up in the midnight, bring out his gadgets, set it up, shoot some videos, do some practice. Immediately I finished, I found the gadget back again where he stores it. I put it back. I did that for like months. Do you understand? So I'm saying that even if you don't have a phone that will create content for you, you have friends. They will even, some people, they are ready to even help you. Do you understand? They enjoy it. Do you understand? You can ask them, I don't use your phone within maybe 5 to 7. You just help me. And you have found everything down. And then you create your content. No, anybody, when you post the content, will everybody know the borrow? Do you understand? Will everybody know the content is coming out? Do you get it? So, I'm rounding up now. So, that's the reason why I'm saying that you don't need everything perfect to start. You just need to start. And lastly, I would say that when you are learning how to cook, for example, I'm sure Taiwo, you know how to cook. You look like someone that knows how to cook. Do you know how to cook jollof rice? So I want to ask you, right, if someone here, do you understand, what you cook for the first time, to learn about how to cook jollof rice, will they get the same level or the same taste, the same quality of jollof rice you cook at the first time? No, what do they need to do? Cook and cook and cook. So you need to weed out bad ideas for you to get good ideas. Just like a child that's learning to talk. Ba 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 ba. My daughter now will just say, "Mommy, sleep. Daddy, eat." Just like, but those things did not come. It started with something that you cannot hear. You just like, what's she saying? What's she talking about? But she needed to get those things out, to get her pronunciation perfect, so that she will be able to pronounce better words. So it is in content. The reason why you need to start down is that you need time to weed out bad ideas before you begin to land on the good ones. You hear of the CEO of tech people startups that they have to do so many different startups before they now eat this one. Do you know how many startups that Mark Zuckerberg has done before they eat Facebook? Sure, you understand? So you need time to weed out those bad ideas. At the same time, you need to cook jollof rice consistently before you now get to the very good jollof rice. That's the same thing with content. You need time, you need consistency, you need to churn out content over and over again to get to that point that you're not churning out good content consistently. I will end with this analogy. When you want to do pump water, you know that you have to pump out the bad water consistently before you get to the good water. That's the same thing with content. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. That was amazing. Round of applause for him again.